also managed a fitness facility, and that's kind of what parlayed me into what I'm doing now. That being said, I really enjoy working with entrepreneurs, business leaders, because you are the people that can help communities and large groups of people. It's kind of like talking to the teachers to impact the children. Does that make sense? So when you talk to the influencers, that's the people that can actually help. Does everybody work out here? Does everybody think about working out here? What I do is I work with people in fulfilling satisfaction. So does anybody ever get dissatisfied with their workout goals, or they miss their goals, or they don't have a clue what's going on, so they go to the gym and they kind of do the same thing? Well, it's kind of like your business. And a lot of people, or let me say web design. Do we have any web designers here? So yeah, so I knew that you did, Laurie, but if you've ever, so I'm not a web designer, I can barely even download a music app, so I understand what goes on my phone, but I don't necessarily understand what goes on the websites. And so I hire out people to help me understand things a little bit better. And I'm sure many of you guys have done the same thing, right? So you get some kind of a graphic designer to help you build a website, and it's a lot of stuff that most of us don't understand. And so that's kind of what I do. If you don't understand your body, that's the importance of a personal trainer. Whether you want them for a short time, I have people that I work out with maybe once a year to refocus them, or you can go with long time. And I have people that work out with me 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week on a regular, ongoing basis. So it's just understanding, and we just go from goal to goal. So seasons of the year require different aspects of your training to understand. So into the summer seasons, most people want to slim down because of vacation time. And then some people just don't really think about their fitness during the fall time. But that's a great time to gear into the holiday season and avoid some of the slumps. So just like in a business, I help people focus on, and it's just like managing a business, but I help people focus on their bodies. Managers, or what you guys often do, will help lead customers or employees to better manage their business. So it's the same concept, and that's why a lot of business professionals, when I explain it to them that way, they understand what we are going to do in that time. Now there's 5 aspects of fitness that I like to help people understand, and that's resistance, cardio, nutrition, rest, and recovery. So this is kind of what I like to help people understand. If you can put these concepts together, similar to a phone number, you can have the numbers, but until you dial the numbers right, you're not going to get a connection. And that's what I have to help people understand. If somebody can help her in, I think she's kind of looking around. But if I can help you dial in to that number, to your fitness, you'll understand and you'll get better satisfaction, whether you want to lose 5 pounds or 50 pounds. It's all the same combination of things. People in the bodybuilding industry lose weight on a regular basis all the time, and it's just a matter that they do the right things over and over again to help people out. So getting into it, resistance. That's any time that you try to break down the muscle. When you go to the gym, you don't necessarily create muscle in the gym. You create small tears into the body, and those tears, you refill those tears, whether you want to tone up or build up, you refill those tears with new nutrients and new muscle to help it replenish itself. And so breaking down the muscle, I like to think about it in calories. Some people will skip the gym and just do the cardio aspect. But what you do there is, let's say you burn 300 calories in that time frame. The times that you're sore after your workout, when you're 2 and 3 days later, when you're still sore and you're like, I hate my trainer, Armah, I will not like you anymore because I can barely sit down, that's when your body's actually continuing to burn calories. So in your workout, you burn 300 calories. You might, the next day after that, you're probably going to be burning an extra 25, 50, 100 calories because your body has to replenish itself. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like putting people to work on a regular basis. Your body's still working out for that little time days after your workout. So you're actually getting more of a benefit from your resistance workouts than from your cardio. Now, cardio is the next aspect. If you can implement it and check it off the list, cardio, you're going to burn, let's say, that same 300 calories or another 300 calories. You can burn, let's say it takes you 300 calories to do a mile. in that mile's time, you're going to burn 300 calories. But that calorie continued over several different days, continues to burn on the total calories that you take in. Does that make sense? So it doesn't you don't necessarily build structure to your body, but you expel energy so that you can see the muscle from the resistance actually happening. And so that's so I say all this because these are the steps that it takes to build a body, just like there's steps that it takes to build a business. Now, our third aspect to it is the nutrition, and that's how you replenish the energy lost from the cardio, or you rebuild the muscle that's damaged from the resistance aspect. So this term, you are what you eat. Well, if you eat poorly, you kind of fill those gaps in poorly, or you fill your replenishment, your energy in a little bit poorly. It's kind of like building a brick wall with oatmeal versus mortar. The oatmeal kind of will dissipate after a short time, but the mortar actually solidifies and it helps you out a little bit better to build a stronger surface. So poor diets versus healthier diets, I recommend you can implement all the above, but it's important to have the consistency of a good eating program. It's not to say that you can't have the Cece's ice cream or the Gigi's cupcakes that you often see, but it's important that you fill those other gaps in with some good quality nutrients. Now, the fourth aspect of what I help people with is your rest. And that's kind of the rest of your activities, the indirect activities that you do. Your body will naturally burn a certain amount of calories. And most people will underestimate what your body will naturally burn, but it's called TDEE, or total daily energy expenditure. And so if you kind of look up those terms, or whenever I pass my business card out, if you say, hey, I need to remember how many calories I can burn on a regular basis, I can definitely show you to a good website to help you out and to understand how many calories you actually really need to take in to maintain or lose weight. So it's real simple, and I'm going to make it real simple for everybody if you request that information. But your body will burn a certain amount of calories, and in that time, that's what you're going to burn on the rest of your day. So continuing with rest, it's the indirect activities. Whether you work at your desk, whether you're here at the meeting, anytime your eyes are open, you're going to be burning calories. So it's a win-win situation with the rest of your day. But some people are more active, and some people are less active in the rest of the day. But it's just a matter of incorporating activity on a regular basis, parking a little bit further from the restaurant, and playing with your kids a little bit more. All that stuff adds up, just like all the things that you sell add up to a good paycheck at the end of the day. All the things that you do add up to a good activity level at the end of the day. And the final aspect of what I like to help people up with is the recovery. And I said, while your eyes are open, you're burning calories. While your eyes are closed during sleep, you actually build, and you don't necessarily burn calories, but you build muscle, or you replenish energy from the sleep time. So if you have bad sleep, that's when you're losing out on a lot of these good things that your body needs. So anywhere from 6 to 10 hours, most people's bodies need about that much time to help them out. So we stay with that 8-hour range, which is what the average person probably needs. But me, I can function perfectly fine for long periods of time on 6 hours, where some people need, like my wife, who she needs that 8-hour time, or some days on the weekends a 10-hour time. But that's the time that you replenish your body, and it's very important. So that's basically my 5 aspects of fitness. Once you start to dial those things in, you're going to get some good results. Now, some people focus on 1 out of 5 of those, and the other 4 kind of get pushed by the wayside, and you're not going to get some great benefits, whether that's just putting in one cardio activity and eating poorly and not getting good sleep. But if you can focus on 4 of those aspects, that one aspect that you're not completing kind of has that, if you're thinking of a wheel and you're missing that 4th or that 5th spoke, you kind of have that bump in the road. And those are where the dissatisfaction of fitness actually come in. That's the importance of a trainer. He's going to help you, he or she is going to help you out with understanding your body a little bit better. And it's okay to shop those trainers out if you're not getting all 5 of those aspects and helping to understand those. It's okay to switch your trainer. You're paying for that service, and I think that part is not highlighted in some fitness that's out there. It's important to switch up your trainer if they're not fulfilling their needs. Does that make sense? You're paying for a good service, just like if you have a business coach or a life coach, or if you have an employee that's not fulfilling their needs, it's important that you understand that, and people can help you. But if it's not me, you can find some great information on the internet, and I can always help you out in coaching people that way. It's not necessarily about buying all the time. It's just about a matter of helping. Does that make sense? All right. I love getting feedback and questions. There's 5 aspects of fitness, and so I love getting questions. So if anybody has a question real quick to understand their fitness, I love answering your questions, and it doesn't have to be for you, but for a spouse or for a friend or for a family member. Aesthetic goals and health goals are very important to feel better, look better, and perform better in everyday activities. And fitness is a one-on-one activity. You have to create a connection and interact with people to understand what's going on. So like I said, some people's total daily expenditure might be 2,000 calories, others might be 1,500, and others might be 300 calories. Those are people that can eat whatever they want and still stay lean. And those are the frustrating people, I know. But yeah, if please raise your hand. Anybody have a quick question at all? Fitness, Greg? Yeah, shoot.
Armah, what do you think about, like, if you're eating well, what's your opinion on vitamins and supplements as part of that routine?